Prosecutors are calling it a crime epidemic in South Florida, and you could be a victim right now and not even know it. As Contact 5 investigator Dan Krauth shows us, gang members and other organized crime rings are becoming bolder when it comes to stealing your identity so that they can then steal your money.
I opened the door and you literally could not see what was in front of you.
Jackie Keeley didn't know she was a victim until her home went up in flames.
That starts the nightmare.
She found out when she checked her credit to buy a new one.
I get this from the IRS. The system that you should hope would be there to protect you is not there to protect you.
For Tony Carpentier, it was an unusual letter in the mail.
And I said, you know, there's something wrong.
Someone stole their identities to file fake tax returns.
That you just feel violated. You feel violated and unprotected.
They don't know how their social security numbers were taken, but Beth Zeta knows how it happened to her.
Bad guys were in and out, 5 minutes, gone.
Thieves broke into her Palm Springs dentist office. They didn't take her TV or any money. They took patient files.
It was kind of scary because you know that we were targeted. It wasn't something that was random.
They didn't just steal her identity. They stole the records of more than 300 people.
It's like a nasty root canal. that won't go away.
1 year later, Palm Springs detective Joe DeRogatis is still waiting for an IRS agent to take the case.
But it is indeed frustrating. So I'm sitting here with some information that could possibly lead to suspects being identified and maybe arrests made, and I can't do it alone.
He needs the help from an agency swamped with more cases in South Florida than anywhere else in the country.
There's something wrong up there. There's got to be.
Take a look. In the last 3 years, the number of identity theft complaints from our area alone more than tripled.
Small organized crime groups have moved into this because fraud is easy.
When Jackie filed last year, so did the person who stole her information.
So they gave a refund to somebody while I paid a check that they cashed. Isn't that wrong?
Tony's thief used his social security number, but someone else's address.
And right then and there, the IRS should have said, oh, okay, this is wrong.
And in Beth's case, they didn't only steal her identity, but the identities of her 2 young children.
They change their date of births and they do fake W-2s.
They haven't been able to get answers from the IRS.
We can't catch everyone.
And neither were we.
All I can tell you is that we have certain filters in place to double check some of these things, and if I knew what those were, I wouldn't want to give those out.
But did say they are seeing more cases like this. When it comes to victims filing their taxes this year,
Filing early is a good idea.
they have to do it before someone else does.
They filed right away. Right away. So don't wait. I mean, that's a really big deal because they know everything.
Detectives say they're using your social security number to not only file fake tax returns, but to also file fake unemployment and workers' comp claims. So the victims continue to be victimized. Dan Krauth, WPTV, News Channel 5.